how to protect your energy. Now, what am I talking about when I say protect your energy? Because I feel like people will talk about protecting your energy and how it's so important to conserve your energy. And you're probably a little confused because they make it sound very like woo woo, like, oh, you got to keep it in. And they start talking about like vibrations and all this stuff that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to you. I'm referring more to the fact that every day throughout your life, you're just trying to get a certain, you're just trying to live your life. And throughout your day, you'll see a bunch of garbage that takes you one way, takes you another, basically being moved and tossed around life emotionally, physically, in ways that you don't want to go. Like there's probably a certain direction you want to go into your life, and you wake up, most of the time you're probably on your phone and you go on TikTok or Instagram, and then you're literally fed a whole bunch of different scenarios. So you got to understand that that scatters your attention everywhere. Really, in order to protect your energy, I would say the most important thing is to protect your attention. It starts off as mental. So by actually protecting your attention and focusing on where your attention even goes to begin with, you can actually start to conserve energy and stop wasting your actions on all this stuff that does not matter. Basically, start being more present, be here in the moment, and appreciate everything that comes your way. And realize that most of the stuff that is going on in your life, a lot of it should not matter to you. A lot of it you shouldn't be focusing your attention to, but you do. And this isn't really to shame you, because I mean, it happens unconsciously. Like this stuff gets tossed at you and you can't help but pay attention to it because it's probably more interesting than what's going on in your life. We all know that most people nowadays have a really garbage attention span just because you're constantly doom scrolling. And I mean, it's a world full of dopamine, like easy, cheap dopamine. Now, if you want to be more present, all you have to do is realize that you are the observer. You are like the ultimate observer of everything. You can feel your emotions. You can feel what's going on throughout your body. You are not your thoughts. You are not these emotions that are going on throughout your life. You're not your job. You're not, your race, whatever, right? You are the observer behind everything. You're the awareness that enters the body. You're the awareness that's actually going out throughout your whole being. One of the easiest ways to actually start protecting your energy and be more present is simply to stop being on social media as much. So when you try to be present, right, you try to be here in the moment, but you're constantly on social media, it's the equivalent of trying to lose weight, but your diet consists of a lot of junk food. Like technically it is possible. You can, outwork your bad diet, but it's just so much harder. You have to put in way more work to lose the weight because your diet, you're just adding up all the calories that you're burning. So technically it's possible, but it's like the worst approach because you're like, there's an easier way. So keep this in mind. Let's say you're trying to be present and you are able to do so, but the thing is, when you're actually on these things where you're actually swiping up and down, your mind is trying to process what's going on. So if you're constantly scrolling, picture like a movie, right? Like a movie that you would normally have watched when you were younger. You would sit through and watch the whole movie. So your mind's gonna be processing that whole movie. There's a lot of cool things going on. Now you're jamming, random clips of that, stuff that's about the news, stuff that's about stupid drama, because it's usually never anything that beneficial. Or even if it is like an informative video, you're jamming a bunch of these things and swiping constantly. So how are you gonna be present if your mind is going everywhere? And one thing as well is most of these are designed to actually, create a strong emotion, whether it be motivation, maybe depression, maybe sadness, maybe anger, maybe anxiety. You're getting pulled everywhere, right? So you can still be present and be on these platforms and really, protect your energy at that same time, because if you're really aware and present, okay, you can literally dodge it. You're like, oh, I know what this is, feel it through my body, not worried about it. But the thing is, most people aren't that present to the point where, or they're not that good at handling their emotions to the point where they'll be able to stay present and be on these short form platforms. So your mind is just scattered everywhere. And that's why you feel so tired, because most people don't really do that much. Like you shouldn't be that tired, but they are, because their energy spread everywhere. It sounds pretty easy to say, but let me give you a brief example of probably what most people's day was, or what my day was before I started actually just cutting off a lot of social media and just focused on being here in the present. Like it's better to be bored than to be on social media, because it is literally just spreading everywhere. Like it's just gonna take you here and there. And no matter how good your For You page is, they still try to sneak in garbage here and there. So most days, I'd wake up, I had a goal in mind, like today I'm gonna do this, today I'm gonna do that, whatever, right? And I'd wake up and I'd be on social media, something about the world ending, some horrible stuff in the different countries going on, then this drama, then some cheating video about how girls always cheat, stuff like that, right? Because I'm a dude, so they know if they show me that stuff, my emotions are gonna flare up. I'm gonna interact more with it. Maybe check the comments as the video's still playing. It's like a whole thing, right? It's usually never anything positive. Or maybe it is something positive, right? I'm scrolling and I see something that motivates me. So my emotions are going all over the place. I'm not present anymore. And the thing is, you don't realize this, but all that, your mind it's literally invested into it. It's energetically, like your body doesn't know the difference between if that actually happened to you or not. It's just seeing that. So now you feel more tired and you just started the day. Your body's fine. Like you actually physically haven't done anything, but you're mentally tired. And guess what? The mental comes before the physical. So if you're mentally tired, you're not even going to end up doing anything. So if you want to start protecting your energy in the best way, just stay off social media and be more present and live your life. It is better to be bored than to be on this garbage, because most of the time it is not good. And if you do want to be on social media, block it off. Be like, okay, 10 minutes, I'm gonna watch TikToks, and I'm actually gonna fully watch the whole TikTok, or I'm gonna watch a YouTube video, and then once I'm done, I'm off, and boom, let's go ahead and live in the real world. By doing this, you can actually practice. When you're seeing this stuff, you'll feel your emotions flare up. Emotion of, oh my God, I'm motivated, I feel bad, I am anxious, but you can actually observe it. And when you observe those emotions running through your body, you stay present, grounded, and they actually disappear. They start to weaken and you're more in the moment. Versus if you're not, your energy it's everywhere. And now you're drained and you don't have the energy to actually do what you want to do with your life.